Hey, Brian here. We're working on a 68 Corvette today. I got some new toys in. Check this out. So this is the new upper control arm by Global West. Got two of them. That's just one. So I'll be putting them in pretty soon. So I'm just going to show you some real quick stuff that I'm doing to prep this car before these go in. So anyway, I went ahead and got some POR 15. That's this gunk here, and we'll go over the way to use that in a minute here. But went ahead and took the lower control arms. They were in good shape, and you can see the basically what I started with. Those were the uppers right there. We're not using them because we got the new ones. So that's where we're at right now. PLR makes a pretty nice finish. Just basically wire brush these down, ground them down a little bit with a flapper wheel. So we've got that to, I put two finishes on there. What I did is you put the first finish on after you wipe it clean with some thinner or something. They do have some etching liquid that you can put on them to etch them, which is even nicer. I didn't do that with these, just suspension. And I'm gonna replace these with some Global West later. But the second coat, once the first coat tacks up, you can put the second coat right on there. So just make sure you don't dig into the first coat and roll it off of there. So, I really get a lot of material on the brush and try not to dig down into it. So also I did these. I forgot to tape up one of them. I'll just wipe it down with I'll just rub it off with some 80 grit. But basically they were all rusty and crappy too. So I did those. A couple things on the POR 15, they make gloss, they make non-gloss. So I went with the gloss. Hopefully it'll harden glossy. Sometimes I notice it depends on how humid it is out here. I put it on with the brush. You can also spray it on. It's very, very dangerous to breathe. I'm talking very dangerous. So, you really want to do it outside like I did. And if you have a respirator, that's even better. I have a fresh air respirator, but I'll be using that inside if I do anything in the shop. So this gets on everything. You can see I use gloves. It gets on your skin, gets on your face, and it ain't coming off. It's gonna take, a week, 2, 3, 4 weeks to come off of you if you get it on you. So be careful. If you don't mind a few black dots all over you, well then, that's fine. You can do it that way. So that's how I went ahead and applied it. I put something under it so it wouldn't be all over the driveway. But you try to get, when you put it on with a brush, you try to get down into all the little nooks and crannies. There is a way that if you wanted to and you couldn't get to some of the nooks and crannies, you can just take some gloss black when this is tacky and spray it on while it's tacky. Areas like that where the bushing's gonna go, I'll have to take a little Dremel and just clean some of the POR off. This is very, very rust resistant. And once it's on there, it's on there. It's gonna be on there for quite a while. And if you live up north, yeah, the salt might eventually get under it and it'll peel off. But here in the south, and with an air-conditioned garage, heated garage this car will be in, this is probably would last forever. So I scraped the big grease off with a scraper, and then I went to a wire brush, especially near the ball joints. And then after that, I went with a flapper wheel. I'll show you. So this is the flapper wheel. This is an old beat up one. They make nice flapper wheels. You can flapper wheel that stuff off. And then, this was the wire brush here that I just wire brushed everything off with. I did have to air chisel the ends off to clean it off. So I stripped these off with I ground them and then air chiseled them. So, that was a little time consuming. So, I don't know, I hope this all helps you out here. If this helps you, go ahead and like the video, that'll help me out, and subscribe. We got a lot of things going on with this Corvette. We've got tons of suspension stuff going on with it, wiring coming up, engine mods, you name it. So anyway, thanks for watching.